Sir, una-una, just to be certain about things, para may baseline tayo, and just to be clear, ano ho yung gusto nyong patanggalan ng scholarship? When you say anti-government scholars, exactly what do you mean?
Yes po. We are calling for the removal of government scholarships of rebellious anti-government scholars, yung pong sumasapi na at sumusuporta sa New People's Army po.
You mean actual rebellion, yung humahawak ng barel?
Yes po.
O ibig mo ba sabihin, yung mga rumarally, yung mga nagprotesta?
Yun po, ang gusto natin i-clear, thank you po for this opportunity. Hindi po natin sinasabi na yung mga nagpo-protesta, yung mga nagde-demonstrate, and others na nagko-call against President Duterte, against the administration, okay lang. That's part of democracy. What we're calling for po is the removal of the government scholarships, yung po mismo nagre-rebelde. Ang pinagbabasehan ko po dito ay dahil 4 days ago may napatay na government scholar sa bundok as an NPA rebel. And when I asked the AFP 4 days ago kung ilan na yung incidents niyan, sabi nila 23 na since last year ang na-encounter nila na government scholars sa bundok na napatay or nakikipagbakbakan sa kanila. Doon ko po ibinase ang statement na ito.
So para malinaw, ibig din yung sabihin yung talagang humahawak na ng barel?
Yes po, and sumusuporta po sa
Opo.
NPA.
Pero kung ganun po, kung humawak na ng baril, hindi na siya scholar kasi nasa bundok na siya. Hindi na siya nag-aaral.
Meron rin pong nag-i-immerse lang sa bundok at minsan bumabalik po sa campuses.
So, nandun yung concern ng, well, you're from UP Diliman.
Yes po.
Marami tayong mga estudyante dyan. Meron silang part of their subjects that require them to go to programs that involve immersion in communities. Paano nating malalaman nga, ma-differentiate kung sino yung nagpa-participate sa ganitong immersive lang na at saka yung sumasali sa actual rebellion? How do you draw that line?
Naiintindihan ko yan, ma'am, na meron parang blurred line dyan.
Kasi yung nawala, remember yung dalawang victim ni General Palparan.
Yes po.
Na pinagbibintangan niya na komunista were involved in this kind of activity.
Hindi po ako sure dyan, pero ang gusto ko pong i-klaro dyan, yun lang talagang nagbe-bear ng arms. Kumbaga, hindi naman pwedeng kapag nagbe-bear ka ng arms during weekends, tapos bumabalik ka sa campuses during weekdays, lahat po nang nagbe-bear ng arms. Okay lang.
Paano natin ma-determine yun? Kalimbawa, may suspicion kayo, may intel lang kayo, tatanggalin na.
Actually, it's
Kasi
not,
you're talking about persons who were arrested or who were caught by government forces.
Yes po, ma'am.
So, paano yung may suspicion lang kayo na they're bearing arms, tatanggalan na scholarship? I think yun ang pinag-aalala ng mga tao.
Not by suspicion alone, ma'am. Kung ano yung intelligence report ng armed forces, kung sino yung na-encounter nilang NPA rebel sa bundok, meron naman silang complete profiling niya ng data. Tapos meron silang marirecognize doon na government scholars, estudyante pa. Yun lang ang sinasabi natin, ma'am.
Yeah, pero iba po yung kagaya ng sinabi ni Ed na medyo naintindihan ko kung nakipagbakbakan na sa iyo sa bundok, that's something else. I mean that's literally in the act. But what people are asking is beyond that, and you talk about intelligence and you talk about the military understanding who these people are. How exactly does that happen? I mean, tanggalin na natin yung eksena ng nagbabarilan sa bundok. The question is, yung mga estudyante na ngayon sa how exactly do you propose to even gather that intelligence?
I think the government has an intelligence network for that. And,
in the universities?
No, sir. Yung mga na-encounter lang nila. I'm only...
Yeah, and like I said, we're not talking about encounter. Because,
Yes,
I mean, if it's an encounter, that's not an intelligence matter. Diba? That's a matter of a military operation ongoing. I'm asking about the intelligence that you were saying. How do you propose to even determine kung sino tong mga rebellious na sinasabi niyo?
Yes po, that's why we're asking the government, the president, to issue an executive order for that, to create a system for that.
For surveilling?
Not really for surveilling, pero kumbaga, for identifying lang po, government scholars who are already immersing in the mountains.
So you're proposing that the government, wala na tayo dun sa usapan na tanggalan ng scholarship,
Yes,
no? Nandito tayo sa bagong usapin. You're now saying your proposal is for government to create a system to be able to identify kung sino ang mga rebellious students.
not really just plain rebellious. Meron namang nagre-rebelde lang, galit lang sa magulang, galit lang sa paaralan, galit lang sa gobyerno. Pero yung armed rebellion po talaga. Sumasama na sa bundok, nakiki-immerse na, hindi lang just immersion to the provinces, but immersing to the camps of the New People's Army na po talaga. Alam natin yan na mayroong mga ganyan, and it's a blurred line po talaga. How can we paano natin matatanggal yung blur na yon? So, we need a system to identify those government scholars. Bakit natin pinag-aaral ang mga batang ito na namumundok na at tumatangka ng pumatay ng mga tropa ng gobyerno habang sila ay pinag-aaral po ng gobyerno. Out of siguro napakaraming nagrarally at nagpo-protesta, baka less than 1% lang po itong sinasabi ko na mga talagang namumundok na. Kaya nga po, maraming salamat for the opportunity. I was able to clear that here in your show na hindi po lahat na nagpo-protesta, hindi lahat na nagde-demonstrate, hindi lahat ng bumabanat sa gobyerno ay ating papatanggalan ng government scholarship. Kahit po bumanat kayo sa atin, sa NYC, kahit kay Pangulong Duterte, kahit sa government forces, no problem po. That's
Yes,
part of democracy.
but in clarifying that, now you are now at this point of saying that we need an institutionalized system
Yes,
to basically gather intelligence on students so that we can separate mere protesters and activists from people who actually join the NPA. Do you see the concern of people here that beyond the matter of scholarships and so on, that if you're going to create an apparatus to try to address this question that you're curious about, you will still be violating the rights of students?
Who are in the mountains po?
No. I mean, just trying to, as you try to gather, you're generating intelligence, not just people who are actually who get caught in the mountains. You're gathering intelligence even on people that, even if you were to conclude, for you to conclude na hindi ito miyembro ng NPA, you still gathered intelligence on these people.
Actually, sir, I think it would be advantageous for those rallies because kung nasa campuses lang sila, hindi sila ma-red tag or anything because ang sinasabi natin, dun manggagaling ang information kung sino na namumundok. Hindi sa universities, kung hindi galing dun sa bundok, kung sino yung mga nakikita nilang bata dun, na-identify nila. Meron mga code name kasi yan, ka Miguel, ka Rolly, ganon-ganon. Pag na-profile nila, tapos nakita nila yung pangalan ng kalaban nilang NPA, dun pa lang nila ibababa yung information sa atin, sa urban areas, sa mga schools, kung sino talaga sila. Hindi tayo magmumula sa mga schools. Kaya nga advantageous ito sa mga nagrarally. Dahil kung ikaw rally lang ng rally at ikaw bumabanat sa gobyerno, pero you're not bearing arms, you're not going to the camps of the NPA, nothing to worry about because you're not an armed rebel.
So would you say na mas vulnerable to surveillance yung mga estudyante who go to immersion programs? You're aware of, have you ever been involved in an immersion program when you were in UP Diliman?
Yes, ma'am. And
Saan yun? Saang lugar?
yung mga rally sa Cavite and meron tayong kunyari yung picket line ganon.
No, yung immersion I think is community work, di ba? Were you involved in that when you were a student in UP?
Yes, ma'am. Meron tayong mga pinupuntahan ganyan immersion. Pero nakukuha naman natin yung punto. It's a very blurred line between immersing in the countryside and immersing with the New People's Army. And that's why kahit tayo ditong apat, mahirapan tayo to differentiate.
Saka baka hindi naman kilala ng estudyante kung sino yung NPA, kung sino yung ano. Yun ang
ganyan
problema
po.
dyan, di ba?
Tama kayo. Merong ganyang elemento dyan.
Yep.
It is the intelligence units of the government who can discern kung sino talaga ang nagpa-participate doon na mismo sa kampo ng New People's Army. Kahit po tayong apat, mahirapan talaga tayo. Kahit mag-discuss tayo kung sino yung nag-i-immerse dito lang, nag-i-immerse doon lang, at nag-i-immerse na kasama ang rebelde.
Commissioner, I understand your point about the other kind of immersion, yung mga nag-i-immerse doon sa bundok mismo at umahawak ng barel. However, if government had enough evidence to prove that a student has taken up arms against the government, then it would file charges of rebellion against that student, and he wouldn't even have to worry about losing his scholarship because that's a level much lower than being charged for rebellion. So I don't know. It doesn't seem to make sense na ang concern natin is yung mga scholar na namumundok Kasi kung meron na nga kayong ebidensya na humawak ng baril, di nasampa na siya ng rebellion charges. Scholarships would be the least of their problems.
Yes, sir. Ang gusto lang talaga natin i-highlight dyan, yung kasing nangyari last week na napatay na student leader, a government scholar, napatay siya as an NPA rebel. Bago mo naman talaga ma-identify na government scholar yan, talaga ikaw ay nakikipagbarilan pa as government troops, as rebels, ma-identify mo lang talaga, malapitan pag nahuli na o may intel kayo doon sa tao na yun.
By which time, moot na academic na yung scholarship kasi nahuli na siya
Kung
with
napatay,
arms.
yes, sir.
Diba? By which time, moot na yung
Yes, sir.
issue ng
Pero minsan, sir,
scholar ka ba
meron ka ring intel, di ba? Sometimes the government units move to an area because you have an intel. You always gather intelligence information. You attack that mountain because you have intelligence that there are people
Yes,
there.
but intelligence, I think what we're trying to draw a line here on is iba yung military operation.
Yes, po.
Nobody's questioning military operations. Nobody's questioning the right of our uniformed personnel to defend themselves or for that matter to go on the offense because yun yung mandato nila. I think the issue here, even before the question of scholarships, and I agree with Ed, it's the least of their worries by the time they're bearing arms and shooting it out with soldiers. Pero the question for me pa rin is I have and the public has concerns about your proposition na we need to institutionalize an intelligence gathering system on students so that so we can prevent the people from joining the NPA, whatever the objective is. I'm still at that level of your proposal to create an intelligence gathering system targeting students.
Actually, sir, there's already an intelligence gathering system in our government.
Explain to us how that works right now. I mean, please
Yes,
explain
sir.
to us. You're the National Youth Commission. I imagine you're getting this firsthand from the military. Explain to us what is the system in place for gathering military intelligence on students.
I don't know how they operate. I just know the agencies. It's the Intelligence Service of the Armed Forces, ISAF. There's the National Intelligence Coordinating Agency, NICA. That's the only thing I know. And they gather intelligence for the government. Ang gusto lang natin ipunto doon, sir, number one, gusto natin ma-identify kung sino yung government scholars lang, kakaunti lang naman yan, na nasa bundok na as rebels. Pangalawa, para rin yung mga government scholars na talagang meron ng intention umakyat sa bundok, medyo maisip lang nila na am I wasting my life or am I going to lose my scholarship because I'm going to the mountains? Yun lang, sir.
So yun nga yung punto mo, di ba?
Apo.
Iniisip pa lang nila, nag-iisip pa lang sila, di ba? Iniisip pa lang nila, you feel that, an institutionalized intelligence gathering system on students, habang nag-iisip pa lang, what they propose to do. Let's say may bata at nag-isip nga siya. Let's say may bata at iniinganyo siya.
Actually, kahit isipin nyo, sir, yung crime, kahit isipin nyo on how to bring down the government, that's not a crime. You're just thinking about it.
Kaya nga.
But kaya lang, in our society, sometimes you create posters, bawal tumawid or maaresto ka, bawal uminom or maaresto ka. Yung sa atin, maisip ng mga government scholars na kapag umakyat ka, kahit try lang in the NPA camps, baka matanggalan ka na ng scholarship, kahit anong explain mo, kahit anong twist mo na you just went there in the NPA rebels camp and mapapaisip sila na wag na lang sayangin ang buhay nila magrebelde.